what Mike Brown's doing.
Yeah.
Moving along to the next topic, which is topic number 3. Indians first baseman Ryan Garko dropped 15 pounds in spring training and learned the outfield position. Can Garko really be effective in the outfield this season? Joe, we'll start with you on this topic.
No. Ryan Garko could not be effective in the outfield. A man is too slow. He's not an outfielder. He was a catcher at Stanford University when the Indians drafted him. He was a catcher. They converted him to first base because he had a great bat, and we had a slew of catchers in the minor league farm system. The reason I think Garko is going to be successful this year is because he can hit. He's going to find a way to hit. He's going to get in the lineup. But what I really think depends on Garko's future with our team is Kelly Shoppach. If Kelly Shoppach plays well at catcher this year and Victor gets to move to first base full time, Garko's trade bait and he's out of here.
DH. A lot also depends with Hafner. If Hafner has an off year, then Garko's going to have to come back and probably be DH. And that's probably why they kind of kept him there. They're kind of wielding it either way. His 15 pounds of loss isn't going to make him a better outfielder, first baseman, or catcher. So I don't know where that's coming from. Matter of fact, he looks kind of funny. A little skinny face with that beard. He looks kind of like a curmudgeon. But I love his bat. I love his attitude. He helped carry us last year when nobody else would do it. So you got to love the guy, and they're just trying to find a way to keep him there. And if it means he's going to fumble a little bit in the outfield, so be it if his bat is as strong as it was last year. So, I mean, he's valuable to the team. I think they're not quite sure where to put him. A lot depends on how Martinez does, like you said, Shoppach, and a lot depends on Hafner. But he's going to be there. He'll be there. But right field, I think they're just trying to say, let's try something. But you can't become an outfielder in one spring training and think you're going to be a pro outfielder. Which,
I mean, Chu's pretty much got right field locked up. Francisco's struggling in left field right now. They're talking about bringing Trevor Crow and putting him in there permanently in left field. Francisco deserves some time. It's early in the season. Let him go at it.
He's a hitter. He's a born hitter. If he can learn the position, we got a starting left fielder for a long time.
Yeah, but Garko does not need to be in the outfield. I think they really need him. Put him in rotation against left-handed pitchers at first base. Let Victor either DH or catch. Get Shoppach some time. Hopefully Shoppach will play around 90 games, but I don't think Garko can really take it in the outfield. He doesn't have
I want to put those 15 pounds back on. Is what I want to put. I want to be a fat.
It might affect his durability.
Get in there and hit the ball because you know what? He might be a little nimble-feeted in there. Maybe he can't hit it over the fence anymore. 15 pounds is a lot. I mean, you got 15 pounds on me, and I tell you, if we had to arm wrestle, you'd probably kick my ass. But if I got 15 pounds on you, I'd probably be there. So I say, let Garko eat, let him hit. That's what he does well.
It could also affect his durability. You know, being thinner,
his knees,
his elbows, his joints, it could affect him. He could get hurt.
Yeah.
And that would leave the Indians with a lot less depth. They really don't have anybody in the farm system to come up at first base. They got Michael Aubrey and Laporta could come up, but you don't want to bring a guy like Laporta up and have him sit on the bench.
No.
He needs to hit.
He needs his reps. If he's going to hit 50 homers in the minor league again.
He has a shot to do it.
Yeah, I know.
He really does.
He really does.
But Garko,
I think we killed that topic. Is that thing still ringing? We agree on this one. That's a bullshit topic.
Y'all agree.
Yeah, it's a bullshit topic.
Garko could be gone by the All-Star break.
So we'll stop it there so we can reach our final topic of today.
Bullshit.
CSU power forward Nathan Bullock will be making a run at both the NBA and the NFL. Does the 6'4", 240-pound Michigan native have what it takes to go from the hardwood to the gridiron? John, we'll start with you on this topic today.
Boy, I don't know. Hold on. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Nathan, you think you're going to make it, man? I know you're at practice. I know. It's tough. It's tough. I know that. That ball comes pretty fast, don't it? Yeah. Okay, all right. Well,
obviously you've got nothing.
We'll see. No. Wait a minute, I got nothing. I got Nathan on the line.
Hold on. Nathan, are you on the line? Hold on. I got another call. It's reality.
Okay. Let me. He asked me first what I think. Okay, I asked Nathan. He couldn't even give me an answer. Let me put it this way. He's a good athlete, but to be an NFL player, you got to be something special. And I don't know if his background lends him to that. Just because someone made it a pig in a poke one time doesn't mean Nathan's going to do it. I love the kid. I remember when he was a sophomore here, his passion was to be an NFL player. He said it from the get-go that they're actually giving him the opportunity to train for it. Says something. But to make it to the NFL is one of the toughest sports next to baseball and golf to make it. And for him to make that transition is going to be very difficult.
NBA for Jonathan is not an option. When you're 6'4" and you're a power forward, he can't do it. The only team he's going to play for is the Flint, Michigan Tropics because he's from Flint, Michigan. But the NFL, Jonathan has a shot. At his recent pro day, he ran a 4.8 40. That's the first time he's run a 40 since high school. In high school, he was an All-American football player.
Yeah,
He
but where
played
at high school?
And he played all skill positions on offense. Played quarterback, running back,
All-American
wide
where?
receiver, and tight end. And
All-American
on
where?
defense, he played defensive end and linebacker. He has ability to play multiple positions. He's trying out as a
How
tight
many
end.
All-American high school players make it to the NFL?
LeBron James could.
I'm not so sure of that either. He'd be great to watch out there. Can he take a good hit? Because every time he's on the court and falls down, he's like, oh, my leg, oh, my arm. I like to see him play some football.
Janathan-
Every time he gets tackled, wait a minute, I got tackled. You know, don't tell me that just because you're a good athlete in high school means nothing making it to the pros. You have to make it in college first.
Janathan
okay?
has. Antonio Gates didn't. Janathan has all the
He was a
measurables.
he was a freak.
He has all the
Freak.
measurables to be an NFL tight end, productive NFL tight end.
I
He's got great size. His speed's a little lacking at 4.8. If he can get his 40 time up higher to around the 4.7, 4.6 range, he'd be a lot sleeker and better. But supposedly his catching great. He was really good at catching passes, ran some good routes. His measurables weren't as good. He did not do well in the three-cone
Janathan, how
drill.
much you pay this guy, man?
My
Wow.
question
How
is,
much you pay this guy, man?
Hang up the phone.
why didn't he go to a college that had a football program?
Yeah, if he was so good at it, why'd he come here to
He
Cleveland
wanted
State?
to play basketball.
Well, he wanted to play basketball so he could like go play football later.
But he wants to go to the NFL.
He probably didn't get. He didn't get any.
He probably
big
didn't get a
offers
scholarship from
to
a
play
major
football.
college.
So he
How
got
come
it
Michigan didn't take him if his homeboy right there? How
Because
come he
he-
didn't go right down the street?
because he got better offers to play basketball.
Well, that means they probably didn't think enough of him to give him a big-time football scholarship. Even if you make it to the Big Ten, even if you make it as an All-American in college football, doesn't mean you're going to make it to the NFL. He's
But
got
there is
big,
a chance
he's got
that
a big
he can
jump.
do it in the pros based on what others behind him, Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates, former basketball, college basketball stars.
I mean,
made
it
the
can
NFL,
happen, but it's a long
productive
shot.
NFL
And
tight
it
end.
long
does
shot.
happen, and it happens
Long shot.
sometime. And that's it for today. The storm has passed. Thank you to Joe and John for bringing their A game to the storm today.
Chalk up a victory.
Join us
for this
next
guy.
time when we discuss another batch of hard-hitting topics
Victorious.
at lightning pace. See you later, folks.
Victorious right here. Keep it real.
Okay, so
C-Town.
you know, I think you're full.
I think
I
you.
know,
I
think
think
I
you need
can't
to go
believe you
pimp some
think
oxy.
Just because he went to school
OxyClean.
with you, it's like, oh, I went to school with you, so he's going to make the NFL.
Oh,
Come on,
I
bro.
talked to him
Be
on
in
the
real
phone.
world.
I talked
Be
to
in
him
the
at
real
Coach
world.
Tower. He's a great guy. Let me tell you, people confuse me with being Italian and other things. It's rough. It's rough being a
Tell you,
professor.
it's tough to
Teaching all these shithead
tough
kids.
to see.
Think they know everything.
Yeah, these young whippersnappers.
I'm a star. You don't even know.
Boy, I just like you. I just like you.
Guess
tomorrow.
what? F. You fail. Fuck off.
This isn't the withdrawal date tomorrow.
I'm gonna get failed. I'm getting failed because I want an argument. This is horrible.
No, that was.
Yeah.
He's able to switch.
I hope he does well. Yeah. I don't know if he's gonna do well.
He might.
I think Mike Victor will probably have to end up in the UFL.